Hello and welcome to today's historic Hunkered Down Home Alone Together Happy Holidays. We're still going. I think I'm going to try to go to the Epiphany because I got some things I want to share about that. And there's a lot of little things in between. Sorry I didn't do yesterday. I just was wiped out, so I was being good to me. Actually, I've been kind of stressed, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about some other stuff. Hope your holidays went very well. I've been, like I say, I've been resting and not getting a lot done, but a little bit. Every day I get a little bit and a little bit done. And I'm trying very hard to relax and to keep my joy and to keep my balance. So let's talk about today's day on the national calendar, the National Day calendar. First of all, it is National Bicarbonate of Soda Day. That's otherwise known as baking soda. Yep. And there are a lot of uses for it. So that's what they kind of wanted to do, was share the wide range of things you could do with bicarbonate of soda, baking soda, aside from baking. And in case you are ever out of baking soda and you need some, look on Google for the exchange, how you can use instead baking powder. Now you don't follow it exactly, you got to tweak it a little bit so it will work. So you can substitute baking powder for baking soda, but look it up. Baking is one of those things that as a recipe you want to, when you're baking, you want to really kind of stick to the recipe. There's a lot of places that you can really kind of do your own thing, even with baking, but for a specific cake or something, it's really chemistry and it has to all come out right. So if you want it all to come right, got to follow the directions. Okay, you can mess with flavors and stuff if you want. So it's also National Falling Needles Family Fest. And that actually came about for people with live Christmas trees, because especially if you put your tree up right after Thanksgiving, yeah, those needles are falling. And it's very dangerous to have a dried out tree in the house. So you want to make sure you take care of that. Now, my niece, remember that beautiful floral arrangement she got me? Well, it has pine needles in it, and it's starting to drop its needles. So it'll be good for a little bit yet, but the more it drops, the more I know it's time that our company together will be parting. But I'm very excited about the fact that I have it, and I will be able to take out the little decorations, the non-vegetative decorations, and be able to make that into some sort of a decoration that I'll be able to use in the years to come. So you can celebrate your Pine Needle Day by thinking of ways you can that's the other thing, is ways to dispose of your Christmas tree. And there's so many, depending on where you live and what you do. They do all kinds of things with them. Some companies pick them up and make them into mulch. Sometimes they take them and they put them on the dunes to keep the sand healthy, not so the dunes don't blow away. And underneath them are Christmas trees. They can even be put in lakes, and which provides the fish kind of like safe little places to go in and hide out, and sometimes to do their their recreating thing. So there's lots of good uses. Again, you can find it all on Google. Okay, and let's see, what other day is it? Oh, yes. Today is National Bacon Day. Well, I know you bacon fans are thinking that's about the greatest thing. Me, as you know, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat bacon. I do have fake bacon. It's by Morningstar Farms, and I use it a lot whenever a recipe calls for bacon. So I actually want to share a recipe with you today. It's not really a recipe as much an assembling. The only problem is I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this one. Because she knows there's something on that plate over there. And because I got it ready to assemble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about it first, and then I'm going to assemble it and put it back in the other room where I'm going to toast it up for later for my snack. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to keep talking right now, and I'm going to go back to that after perhaps someone is no longer as interested in sitting on my lap. Let me tell you, she knew yesterday that I didn't do my afternoon video because I was snoozing on the couch, and let me tell you, she came out and she walked up and down on me and complained and like, hey, what's going on? Wow, wow. You know, you hear her enough. And eventually she left me alone. Alrighty, so let's go back and do that in a minute, okay? In the meantime, I want to talk a little bit about what is coming up and about my rest time yesterday. Here's the deal. I have not been able to sleep well for a number of days. And I'm going to explain what happened, and hopefully you will, if this is happening to you, you may be able to stop or catch it before it gets to the point it does. As you know, our political situation is pretty chaotic and actually kind of scary these days because we just don't know from day to day what's going to happen next. It's actually been like that for 4 years, and it's getting way worse as time is going on. And what happened is I started to slide into a state of consciousness where I let it get to me. I kind of slid into spending more time watching the news, various reporters. I always do very balanced, so I try to make sure I'm not leaning in one direction or another. And so I started, and I watch on YouTube because I don't want to watch a whole bunch of what I'm not interested in, even on the news. So I will very often get the clips from the news on YouTube. But it's very distressing. And sometimes I would look and try to find some kind of relief, and it's just very rare. So what was happening is I was getting more and more tense. I gotta say, doing the videos with you helped so much because it reminds me of the importance of staying grounded in the truth and the fact that God is in charge. Everything's working out, and our life will be as we manifest it by right of consciousness. Well, needless to say, as time went out, I got more and more tense. And by the day after Christmas, I was like physically, it's like taking a thing and winding it too tight, like winding a clock or a watch too tight, and it gets really, really tense. And I couldn't sleep. Like, I would get like 2 hours of sleep a night if I was lucky. Of course, I had my wonderful afternoon naps to help with that, but in any event, I wound up having to get it through to me. I had slipped into this place of being off balance with getting too engrossed and immersed in what's going on in the political scene and the COVID scene. You know, it's one thing after another. And so I had to start switching my input, stop getting all that input on the news about coronavirus, about what's going on in the politics, about climate change, about the challenges, and switch to watching positive things. And you know I know this, and I know you know this, but sometimes it's easy to slip, and we slip more the more we are off center. So if we are not getting enough sleep, if we are not eating healthy, if we are not taking our prayer and meditation time, and that is one thing I am so grateful for, because I do start my day every day with that, staying with the jazzercise. But despite all these things, I let it get to me by allowing too much. We need to be informed. We need to know that what we are taking in is truth. We need to know that God is in charge, and we need to let the heck go, okay? Most of the stuff we worry about, we can't do anything about. Get enough information so you know if there's something you can do something about, if there's information that you can share, if there's something you can clear up, that's fine. But don't get sucked into it. Also, it happens, this is it happens very typically. So all the stuff we got going on with the virus and the government and all this other stuff exacerbates the post-holiday depression. And this happens, it's very, very common, and this is when it builds up. Maybe the holidays didn't turn out the way we wanted. Well, we know none of our holidays was like normal, no matter how you look at it. And so it's like the darkest part of our experience. Thank God we're getting to more daylight every day and everything. But post-holiday depression is very, very common. We think about the past. We think about the people that are no longer with us. We think about the way we wish life was and the way it is. And so it's really easy to get caught up in gloom and doom. And we must take care of ourselves. If we want to create a world that works for us and works for all, and it empowers us to be agents of the wonderful positive change we want, we must take care of ourselves. Well, by divine order, and I have been working with this day after day. I think that my sleeping most of the day yesterday was the result of finally getting, crossing over the tipping point of relaxation, putting all this stuff away, limiting my news intake, limiting my negative stuff intake, and making myself happier. So, and you know that when we change something in our mind, when we make a decision and commit to it, the universe works to bring us just what we need. And it just so happens a friend of mine brought me just what I needed, and I think it may help you if you've been feeling any shadows of sadness or despair or anxiety, and hopefully this will help you. And it's called Depression Tips. Number 1, it says shower, not a bath, a shower. Use water as hot or cold as you like. You don't even need to wash. Just get under the water and let it run over you for a while. Sit on the floor if you gotta. Well, I've probably shared with you before, and if I didn't, I'm sharing now. I get wonderful insights in the shower. I think there's something about the sound of water rushing, and it takes me away from the world. So it only makes sense that a shower would be a good thing. And of course, I'm one of those people, I know this isn't the best for you, so you don't have to tell me because I already know this, but I like my shower hot. And oh my gosh, once I'm in there and I'm just loving up that hot water all over me, it is so hard to get out. Okay, but I don't take long showers, so keep that in mind. I'm very prudent with that. Number 2, it says moisturize everything. Use whatever lotion you like. Unscented, dollar store lotion, fancy 48-hour lotion that makes you smell like a field of wildflowers. Use whatever you want and use it all over your entire dermis. Don't know what dermis is? It's your skin, the largest organ of your body. You know, you don't think about it, but like a little bit of dry skin, itchiness, discomfort, man, that is going to put stress on you so you're not your best self. It's all these little teeny things. Put on clean, comfortable clothes. Oh, yes. We do have our occasional jammy days where we wear those jammies all day long, but let's underscore occasional. Basically, you want to put on clean, fresh clothes every day. Well, I will wear the same thing twice if I didn't work out and sweat and get messy in it or anything, but underwear has always got to be clean. Okay, speaking of which, put on your favorite underwear. Cute black lacy panties? Long gone from my history. I'm a cotton granny panty kind of girl these days. Those ridiculous boxers you bought last Christmas with candy cane hearts on the butt? Put them on. I was told that red underwear particularly makes you feel good. I got red on today, just saying. Drink cold water. Use ice. If you want, add some mint or lemon for an extra boost. I always use lemon. Now, I don't know who's the source of this, but Deepak Chopra says that our water should be room temperature with a squeeze of lemon. Clean something. It doesn't have to be anything big. Organize one drawer of a desk. Wash 5 dirty dishes. Do a load of laundry. Scrub the bathroom sink. Even one thing really makes a difference. And as you walk by it, you're inspired to clean another thing and another thing. These are so small and so big. All right, blast music. Listen to something upbeat and dancey and loud. Something that's got lots of energy. Sing to it, dance to it, even if you suck at both. Music is so powerful. Make food. Exclamation point. This one I'm 110% with. Don't just grab a granola bar to munch. Take the time and make food, even if it's ramen. Add something special to it, like a soft-boiled egg or some veggies. Prepare food. It tastes way better, and you'll feel like you accomplished something. And there's more vitamins and minerals and less chemicals, okay? Keep that in mind. Make something. Write a short story or a poem. Draw a picture. Color a picture. Fold origami. Crochet or knit. Sculpt something out of clay. Anything artistic. Even if you don't think you're good at it, create. Creative juices really are healthy juices that run through our body as we let the creative vibration run through us. Go outside, take a walk, sit in the grass. Not now. Look at the clouds, smell the flowers, put your hands in the dirt and feel the soil against your skin. That's not one of my favorite things. It's not bad once you get used to it, but under the nails and stuff is bad. But listen to the ones that speak to you. Call someone. Call a loved one, a friend, a family member. And then it says call a chat service if you have no one else to call. Now, I'm not familiar with that, but I guess what can we do? Go to Google, go to YouTube. We'll find out what it is. Talk to a stranger on the street. Through your mask, social distance, should you be out. Under normal living conditions, yes, smile and be pleasant. You can really make someone's day. Okay. Have a conversation and listen to someone's voice. If you can't bring yourself to call, text, email, or whatever, just have some social interaction with another person. Even if you don't say much, listen to them. It helps. Cuddle your pets if you have them and can cuddle them. Take pictures of them. Talk to them. Tell them how you feel about your favorite movie, a new game coming out, anything. This may seem small or silly to some, but this keeps people alive. Your absolute best won't be good enough for the wrong people. At your worst, you'll still be worth it to the right ones. Gotta have my afternoon coffee. Keeps me going. Okay. Keep holding on. In case nobody has told you today, I love you and you're worth your weight and then some in gold. So be kind to yourself and most of all, keep pushing on. What a wonderful idea to keep pushing on. Stay active. Stay positive. If you need it, have a good cry. It all helps. We're talking about being creative. Well, I created a few things to kind of cheer one up. Now, understand, I can't get out to the craft store. I can't get any kind of things to play with. I have to make do with what I have. So that's what I did. If you have access to more crafty stuff, more power to you. Do it all. We have to wear masks when we go out, right? Well, with a little hot glue gun, a little ingenuity, maybe some markers, we can fix up those masks. So we can be wearing a smile, even if we don't feel like it. It'll make someone else happy. So that's one idea. And another idea is reminding others to smile. If you can't see it, the letters on the mask say S-M-I-L-E and a little blue bow on it to cheer it up. You can do such fun things. And the other one, well, New Year's Eve is tomorrow. So whether you're going to be home, which you should be, you can sparkle up a mask. This is sparkled up with little stars. I hope you can see it because I can't tell in the video if you can see it or not. I'll hold it closer just in case you can't. So this has little stars stuck to it. So look around, see what you've got around the house. If you got little bits of felt, maybe you can cut out little shapes or whatever you got. That's what creativity is all about. Well, just as I hoped, Tish has amused herself elsewhere, so I'm going to kind of try to bring this over here, and let's rearrange this so you can see what I'm up to. All right. I have done my mise en place, which means I have set up all my things that I needed together. Little cookie sheet with foil on it. And then I have my ingredients all prepared. And what you need for this, I'm going to try to hold it up, see if you get to see it. These are little tater tots, okay? And that's the phony bacon. And yes, Cheryl, it is soy-based. And then this is some Munster cheese. You can also use American cheese, a cheese that is bendy. And all you do is you take one of the tater tots. Now this has been pre-cooked, not fully cooked, par-cooked. You know, I put it in the toaster oven for half of the amount of time it needed. Of course, you can use the regular oven. I only made 4 of these, not because I couldn't have eaten 14, but because I choose not to eat 14. I've got an intention to knock off some of this excess baggage I've picked up over the holidays. So you take the piece of Munster cheese and you wrap it around the tater tot. And then, now this is smaller. This is a half a piece, but I didn't want to put on a whole piece because that's too much. So I am taking this, and if you use regular bacon, you want to par cook it, you know, that par, just, you know, kind of cook it just a little bit, nowhere near crispy. Now, because this is a half a piece of this vegetarian bacon, and it is shorter than regular bacon. Oh, and that's another reason, you know, regular bacon shrinks. So that's why you want to kind of par cook a little bit before you wrap it. And then you take, I usually use 2 toothpicks each because the vegetarian bacon doesn't hold up the way that the other does. Let's see how that works. Okay. All right, I'm not going to need 2 for that. So I take this little tidbit, okay, and I'm going to, as soon as I'm done visiting with you, I'm going to put it on the cookie sheet, the baking sheet, and I'm going to bake it for about 10 to 15 minutes till the bacon's all done. And you know, till it's crispy, not crispy, because I don't like crispy bacon. Tastes burnt to me. Okay, wrap on another one. And just for the heck of it, when I wrap the cheese, I take the bacon and I put it in the other direction because I know it's not going to go all the way, and that keeps everything from opening up. So there you go. Let's see. Cheryl says, can I share my stuffed dates recipe as well? All that is, my dear friend, is dates that you open up and stuff with whatever floats your boat. I used Nutella, peanut butter, walnuts, pecans. If you think it'd taste good, shove it in that date. Now, as I said, my mom used to roll it in sugar, but we eat way too much sugar, so I don't do that. All right, so I got my little, I'm going to make all 4 of them and wrap it up. You can do these, I'm putting it in the toaster oven because it's just me and it's just quick. If I were making a lot more, I would put it in the conventional oven. There we go. And this is going to be such a nice afternoon snack. I love these. I mean, favorite things. You know, it's not the meaty taste that we like with the bacon. It's the smoky flavor, you know? That smoky flavor is, whoops, hang on a minute, so busy chit-chatting, I didn't put my bacon on. There we go. Okie dokie. And we're all wrapped up and ready to go. Put it down there. You can see them. This is the little toaster oven sheet. So, and if you were using your regular bacon, you'd have wrapped it all up in there. Isn't that fun? Okay. Well, I don't know if you ever heard of Devils on Horseback, and that is kind of the same idea done with a shrimp wrapped in bacon. I'm cockeyed here. Let me fix that. Okay. Oh, those stuffed dates, you can even stuff them with cream cheese or cream cheese that you've mixed some pineapple or something in there. So much you can do. Well, that was a fun visit, and I will be looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, which is going to be New Year's Eve. I am also planning, I'm planning a special New Year's Eve thing in the evening instead of the False Gods book study, because I would like to, I'm hoping someone will join me to close out 2020 and to open the doors to 2021. I'm imagining I will do this about 8 o'clock, maybe it'll be an hour, hour and a half. It's a party. 8 o'clock, 8 to 9:30, 9:30, something like that. And then I'm going to do, and I'll let you know about this tomorrow afternoon. I am going to be doing a burning bowl and white stone ceremony or ritual or whatever you want to call it. So I'll tell you what you're going to need. And yeah, of course, what would life be without snacks and beverages, right? Okay, so I am off for now. And I am actually thinking, if anyone sees this and you're really interested, I may try to do a messenger group call so that we could have more participation. So far, it hasn't flown for me. Not that many people seem to be wanting to do it. And I also can reach so many more people if I just do the video. I don't know. You know, try something new. Gonna be a new year. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. Those are in book study. See you tonight.